Hey guys, Jay at Product Performance. Alright, here we are again. They did it to me again. This time not Speedmaster, but another company. And what they've got this time is my C6 transbrake. And the reason I found this out, I had a customer, or not my customer, but a person kept contacting me telling me they bought a transbrake from me and it wasn't working. And I could not find them in the system. They insisted they bought it here. The usual, you know, this is pretty common, but the usual round and round, what do I try, what do I do, yeah, it's yours. And I generally say, look, send it in. Because you can't really fix stuff over the phone or by email or whatever. You can give a few pointers maybe, but it doesn't work. So anyways, long story short, this guy kept saying he had my C6 transbrake and the transbrake wasn't engaging. Well, I finally convinced him to send it to me. So here's what we got. This is the infuriating part. This is what irritates me more than somebody stealing from me, is asking me to service it on top of it. So this generally here is how ours look, and it says Broader Performance on it. And I know somebody has stolen that before. Now, because I'm being a nice guy and the company in question here is cooperating with me, I have put yellow tape over their markings. Now, I will say they put their name on it, not mine, which I'm really happy about. They also put the customer name over here, which I blanked that out as well, obviously. So, I do not want to service things that are not mine. And that, you know, I don't want people taking stuff note from note from me, but I certainly don't want to service it when they screw it up. Now, if you look here, this is the copy, and this is one from here. And if you look at them, if you look at the location of these pins, mine have a hole in the middle of the pins, doesn't really matter, but if you look at those locations, you look at where this cutout is, these cutouts, it's all the same. You know, very familiar there. This here, this is the copied separator plate. This is made out of aluminum. This is our plate. It's a steel plate with a zinc coating on it. And if we overlay these on top of each other, and if you look, I don't know if the camera can see this or not, but all the hole locations are in the same spot. Some of the hole sizes are slightly different, but all the locations are dead on. I mean, this is a dead on copy, or pretty close, because there is one difference. This one doesn't work. Ours actually does. And I'm not going to show, this is the valve body side. I'm not going to show mine because I'm not going to show the copiers what they did wrong. I'm just going to show theirs. And I want to point a couple things out here, like, look, see this epoxy here on the surface like this? And it's not even, you know, this surface isn't even lapped down very well. I promise you ours isn't going to have crap like that. Okay? You know, there's some quality issues here that, you know, again, I'm not showing mine because I'm not going to show what they did wrong. So we're not going to go down that road. But in any case, here's my message to everybody. You know, work with me, not against me. If you want to buy my product and resell it and put your name on it, that's perfectly fine. But you need to be purchasing them here. If you're going to copy my product at least be able to do it successfully and leave me out of the customer service. And, you know, this is another thing too, is I think that customers, they buy these things and the company that they bought them from won't help them or can't help them. So they get frustrated and don't know what to do, and they just find some sucker like me to help them, and they'll say, oh, it's yours. Yeah, I definitely bought it from you. And they know they didn't. I mean, you know, this customer was saying our name was on it. Well, pretty easy to see. There's our name on it. And I know I blocked this out with tape, but our name is not on it. This was done with an engraving pen. Customer name here, company name here. Ours is etched in with the CNC machine. If you don't see this, it's probably not ours. If you do see this, as Speedmaster taught us, it might still not be ours. So, something to be aware of, but this was a dead giveaway that it wasn't ours, but they tried to say it was. So, in any case, you copiers, here's some advice for you. First of all, have the decency to understand what you're copying and how it works. That way, when you're selling them, the customer's not complaining that they don't work. You know, you can't, there's little details, you know, even in these hole sizes and things where they've made changes, it's going to affect it with what they've done here. And you have to understand this stuff. If you don't understand this stuff, don't do it. Just go to somebody like me. I'm very reasonable. Send me some cores. I will make these for you. I will not tell anybody I'm making them for you if your pride gets in the way of that. We sell these to companies, and they don't want us to engrave them sometimes. And I don't have a problem with that. If they're buying them from us, I don't care. They can put their name on it. It doesn't matter at that point. They're not stealing from us. They're supporting us, and we're supporting them. You know, it's much better that we're all become a partnership rather than, you know, trying to outdo the other guy. You know, or, you know, I have no problem with somebody else making their own C6 transbrake. Competition is healthy. You know, hell, let's get together, have a beer, and compare notes. You know, but sitting here and ripping it off note for note, it's just not the way to go, especially if you don't understand it. You're just going to have problems. And you're not going to be able to service the customer when they have problems. And let me make something clear. I sure as hell don't want to service it for you. That's not my job. I have enough trouble servicing stuff that I actually make. I can't do replicas and other people's products as well. So anyways, I think that's about all I have to say on this. I want you guys to be aware of this. And going forward, because I get a lot of emails of people asking me for tech service on things. Valve bodies, transmissions, torque converters, whatever it is. Well, if you're not in my system or it's so old, because in all fairness, probably anything much older than 10 years old might not still be in the system, because unfortunately we've had to update accounting systems and things. But it has to be sent in. I'm not going to spend all kinds of time on email with you trying to diagnose it. I need to make sure it's ours, and it just has to be sent in. I'm sorry. I know it's an inconvenience, but 9 times out of 10, I can't fix it over email or phone anyways. You just got to send it in, let me look at it, I can fix it, if it's ours. If it's not ours, you're getting it back. Or maybe you're not. This customer's not getting this back. We're actually getting him a new valve body by these guys. They're paying for it. So at least these guys are doing the right thing. We've worked this out. So that's why I've blocked out their names. I'm not here to trash them. I really don't want to be here trashing anybody. So anyways, I think that's all I got to say on this deal. So customers, as always, beware. and please support small businesses that do their own design work. And if you're a big company, well, get your own designer. You have the money, hire somebody. You know, you could even ask me to help you with something. Kick me a few bucks. You know, but don't do it this sneaky, underhanded way. Okay, guys, thanks for watching.